Hi everyone, this is Mogul and welcome to my kitchen again. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make lamb biryani. So here are the ingredients. I have in here about 4 cups of rice, basmati rice, sela rice that I soaked overnight. I have in here about 1 kilogram of lamb. I have here about 2 tablespoons of yogurt and 2 teaspoons of tamarind sauce. I have in here about 1 cup of olive oil. And this spices for the rice, that while I'm boiling the rice. I have about half teaspoon of cumin seed, about 5 to 6 pieces of star anise, 1 tablespoon of salt, about 5 small piece of cinnamon stick, and 1.5 piece of bay leaves. This is for the rice that the rice is gonna boil with this spice with water. So this is spices for the curry that I'm going to make, the korma for the rice. So here I have about half teaspoon of red chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder. I have in here, you guys cannot see, but there is salt. I have about 2 teaspoon of salt. I have 4 pieces of cumin seed, 2 pieces of the whole black cardamom, about 4 pieces of mace, half piece of nutmeg, about 10 to 12 piece of cloves, about 10 piece of whole black pepper, 2 bay leaves, a pinch of cinnamon powder, a pinch of black pepper, a half teaspoon of garam masala, about 2 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and I have in here about 2 full tablespoon of biryani masala. Now this is very important that when you guys cook biryani, you guys have to have this, but it's your choice. You don't have to have it, but I really recommend when you're cooking biryani to have biryani masala. Some people, they only use this, but I like to use other masalas too. It's just my choice. The way I like my biryani, that's how I cook it. So if you don't have the rest of this masala, you can cook it with only the biryani masala. With the biryani masala, you guys can find it to any Indian grocery store, Asian store. Then if they will have it, because it's a very popular spice that people they are using, especially from people from Middle East. They're using this, Asia, people from Iran, India, Afghanistan, Pakistan. This biryani masala is really important for them. So here I have for the garnishing. So when the curry cooked and the rice cooked, I'm going to layer with all this masala and the lamb. I have in here, I cut about 2 medium tomato, 1 medium jalapeno. I cut about half lemon that I diced. As you guys already know that I like to fry the onion ahead because it's really quick and easy to cook. You don't have to wait until the onions are brown. So here I have for the garnishing is about 1 small onions that I already fried. So this is for the curry that I'm going to cook. I have in here about 1.5 small onion fried, about 2 pieces of lemon that I'm going to squeeze it while I'm cooking this meat with all this spice. I'm going to squeeze this 2 pieces of lemon as well. About 1.5 medium tomato, 1 medium jalapeno, 1.5 medium jalapeno I diced. I have in here about 1.5 teaspoon of garlic, 1.5 teaspoon of ginger, and this one is for the raita. So I diced a small onion, half piece of jalapeno, and a small tomato I diced that later on I'm going to make raita for the biryani. So here are the whole spice and the ingredient that I'm going to use to cook this awesome lamb biryani. So stay tuned for the other steps that I'm going to show you guys how to cook. Okay, so I turn on the heat. I'm going to cook the meat in the pressure cooker because it's more easier to cook it, and I want it to cook very quick. So I just add the oil. I make sure the oil is really hot before I add other ingredient. So here I have the rice water. It's ready to be boiled. I just turn on the rice as well, and I'm going to add all this spice to make sure the rice water is ready while the meat is cooking. So I just let this get to boil, and then I will add the rice. So while this one is cooking. So now I add the spice, the whole spice. I want all this spice cooked because when you fry the spice, the whole spice, what it happens is it leaves their aroma and it will make your dish more tasteful. So I just gonna let this cook for a little bit, and then I will add the rest of the ingredients. So I just add the garlic and the ginger. I make sure the garlic and ginger, they really cook before I add the tomato, the jalapeno and the onion. So I let this cook a little bit. The kitchen smells really good. It's really delicious dish once you cook it. As you guys know that the biryani, it takes time to cook, but it's worth it. It's really tasty dish. I really like biryani. I can eat biryani all the time. So okay, so now I'm going to add the tomato, onion and jalapeno. Because what I need to do is I don't need to worry about the onions to be fried because I already fried the onion ahead. So that's why I usually say that it's good to when you fry the onion ahead. So I just let this cook until the tomato is really tender, and then I will add the rest of ingredients. I let this cook 2 to 4 minutes, and then I will add the rest of ingredients until the tomato is tender, and then I will show you guys the next thing what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so half of the ingredients is cooking. So now it's add the dry ingredients, the spices that I show you guys. So I let this cook about 2 more minutes until the spice really cooked before I add the yogurt and the tamarind sauce. It looks really good, so I just let this cook for about 2 more minutes. Okay, so this looks really good. It has been cooking for 2 to 3 minutes. So now I'm going to add the yogurt and the tamarind sauce. And then I let this cook about 2 to 3 minutes because I want all the spice cooked together before I add the meat. So I just let this cook about 2 to 4 minutes, and then I will show you guys when I add the meat. the lamb. So I add the meat. So now I'm going to cook the meat about 5 more minutes. I'm just going to cook it like without pressuring it. After 5 minutes, I will pressure the meat for 10 to 15 minutes until the meat is tender. As you guys can see, the meat looks really good. It's tender. It has been cooking in this pressure cooker about 15 minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and start layering the meat and the rice together. So stay tuned for the next step. Okay, so this has been cooking for 5 minutes. So now I'm going to pressure cook it about 10 to 15 minutes until the meat is tender, and then I will show you guys when it's done. And the rice water is cooking as well, almost coming to boiling. Good news. So for this, I'm just going to close the pressure cooker, put the lids on, and then let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes. I add the rice. So I let this cook until the rice is done about 70 to 80% before I layer the rice and the meat, the korma that is going to cook right now. So I just let this cook now. It's 70% done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the rice. I usually check the rice. I push it hard. When it breaks like a little bit harder, then that means it's 70% done. So if the rice breaks very quickly, that means the rice have been cooked like 80 to 90%. So right now this is the rice, like the way that I want my rice to be cooked. So this is ready to drain, and the meat is still cooking. In 2 more minutes I will go ahead and start layering the rice and the meat. Okay guys, so as you guys can see, is the rice is done and the korma is done, looking really good. So what I did is I put a little bit of oil, korma oil to this pot, because I wanted to make sure the rice doesn't burn. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some rice here. I use the plate. I use the plate because it's more easier. It takes a lot of time. So I just do it like this. To make sure all the rice is all over the place. So now I'm going to add the meat. It looks really good. It smells really good as well. So I'm just going to add the tomato, the lemon, jalapeno, the fried onion, and then I'm just gonna add the rice again. As you guys can see, the rice cooked really good. It's not overcooked. It looks really good. once you cook biryani, I promise you will make again, because the way that the biryani it tastes, it's really tasty. It's very, very tasty. It just makes you keep eating more. So again, a layer of tomato, lime. You can add at this point anything that you want, any nuts, anything that you like to have it on your biryani, you can add it. But I like it this ingredient, what I'm adding it right now. So it's your choice. You can add anything you want. So this is the rest of the rice that I'm going to add. It looks really good, and the kitchen smells really good as well. So now I'm gonna add the rest of the curry that I made. You can call it korma as well. Just gonna dump it like so. And then the last ingredient, and the rest of this okay, so this is it. I'm going to let this cook about 10 to 15 minutes and 5 minutes in a high flame, and then I will put it in a medium the medium high about 10 more minutes, and then I will show you guys when I serve this. So stay tuned for the finishing. It's almost done, like 90% done, only 10% left for to plate and show you guys. So stay tuned. It has been 15 minutes that the rice have been cooked. As you guys can see, it looks really good. It's time for now to plate. So what I do is I usually mix it really good before I plate it, and then I will go ahead and plate in a big it looks really good. Everything looks perfect the way I wanted it. So as you guys can see, it's really delicious looking. So I'm going to go ahead and plate, and I will show you guys the finishing. That I plate this lamb biryani. It looks really delicious, and I made some raita as well. I did show you guys online. It is on my YouTube channel, that how to make raita. So this looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and taste it for you guys. It's really tender and it looks really good. Very looking very delicious. So here you go, guys. Wow, I must say that it's really delicious. I wish you guys try what I cooked today, so you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start eating this awesome delicious lamb biryani with the drinks, with water, and I made some chai as well. And so please subscribe my channel for more videos. Share it with your family and friends. Comment and like, and I will see you guys soon in another video. Thanks for watching my video, and have a wonderful day ahead. Thanks. Bye.